Hello and welcome to the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. We are live with the Memphis Grizzlies pregame show. We're currently waiting on Memphis Grizzlies coach Taylor Jenkins to address the media. We are back with another one, and we are covering the fourth NBA team on the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast. So we're just moments away from hearing from Coach Jenkins of the Memphis Grizzlies. They just secured the win against the Sacramento Kings last game, and they're going to be playing them again in a back-to-back matchup. Looks like they're ready, so I'm going to add them to our stream.
With this being the last regular season game at home, have you gotten the chance just to reflect on what this season has been like for you guys? And did it fly by, or did it feel like you guys have almost played 72 games?
Yeah, I literally woke up this morning and was thinking about, tonight being the last home regular season game, and just, not just what we as a team have gone through, but what our fans have gone through. Obviously, at the start of the season, the unknown of, capacity and policies and fans at games. And just, the faith that they've had in sticking with us and the support that they've given us, all season long is just phenomenal. And, once we were able to have fans and just that level increasing has been awesome. You just feel the energy, especially this past week. Obviously the pivotal time of the season, our fans have been unbelievable in these crucial games for us. It definitely seems like it's flown by. Sometimes things feel like it hasn't flown by. But I definitely woke up this morning and was thinking about our fans and the commitment that they've had. And, tonight's the night to celebrate them and all the uniqueness that they've gone through, not just, with the Grizzlies, but in their lives as well. And just so appreciative of all the commitment that they have for us.
Drew Hill.
Yeah, Taylor, obviously the injury report is a little long tonight. What will it mean for those guys to be able to get a night of playing and get healthy late?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. We talk about our depth all season long, with the schedule that we've, embarked on, since the second half of the schedule. This is a great opportunity for our depth to show tonight. They've been showing out, all season long, next man mentality. Tonight's going to be a collective effort. These guys are excited. We're excited to see them. The development opportunities for some guys, the keeping in rhythm, for other guys too, as we've got pivotal games moving forward. But tonight's going to be a great night to see our guys go out there, compete. They understand, what our expectation is, every single night. So I expect those guys to go out there and race to that level.
Evan Barnes.
On that note, Taylor, can you tell us yet who's going to start today?
Yeah, so Ty, Estes, Justice, Killian, and X will be our starters.
Corey Harrison.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Good, Corey. How are you?
Doing great. So despite winning the previous game against the same team, how important is it to still make adjustments in this matchup and not get complacent?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely things we took away from the last game. Obviously, the Kings played unbelievably well. We were just able to make enough plays down late in that fourth quarter to come away with a victory. So our guys understand the game plan. We just reviewed that, talked about the necessary adjustments that we had to have to make. Obviously, there's some things going in the game plan-wise that we had last game that we're going to run back, and we just got to be better in those areas, not just defensively, but offensively. The Kings changed up their coverages a few times throughout the game. So, we've been in these mini-series a couple times throughout the year. It's always good to go back and understand, what did we do well? What can we get better? And especially when you have the same opponent, you're playing back-to-back nights, it keeps you locked in on what you got to do better the next game.
Joe Mullinax.
Hey, Coach, with Justice Winslow returning to the starting lineup, obviously he's been discussed throughout the season, his injury, and then coming back from the injury, having flashes of success, and then some flashes of, still adjusting to getting back into playing shape. Obviously, it's just one game, but what in particular with Justice are you looking for as he gets this opportunity to be in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, as I've always, talked to him about is going out there competing and having fun. I think he understands that. He embraces that. It's a big part of who we are as Grizzlies. We compete and we have fun doing it. So I'm proud of him. Obviously, his roles, changed, since he was, fully healthy and got back in. And I'm just proud of all the work that he's been putting in. He understands, the opportunities when they come, all the preparation he needs to be doing. So tonight's a great opportunity for him to go out there and just compete, let the game come to him, be, the impactful player that he can be, and have fun doing it. So when he's got that spirit, good things really happen for Justice, and that, bodes well for the Grizzlies.
Adam Tyke.
Hey, Coach. I think it's probably pretty rare to talk about experimentation 2 days away from the postseason pretty much. But are you viewing tonight as kind of a final opportunity to tinker with different lineups, not just with the starting five, but over the course of the game? Do you think there's value there?
I'm just focused on tonight, not looking ahead. I'm really focused on giving these guys great, opportunities to succeed in their roles for tonight. Obviously, we're going to naturally have different combinations with some guys out tonight. But I expect these guys to go out there, and we've been preaching our habits, a lot all season, but especially stressing that even more. So that's our main focus. Whatever lineups we have out there, we always talk about that. Doesn't matter if it's mixed lineups, starter lineups, bench lineups. Tonight we're going to have different ones for sure that we haven't seen all season long. Our expectation is go out there and excel in our habits and be competitive tonight and try to go win a ball game.
Sean Coleman.
Coach, I know you don't want to look ahead and want to respect that, but going back to August in the bubble right before the playing game then, you think about your approach then coming to now. What's the most effective or adjustment that you feel stands out about you personally, your approach, preparation, in-game process, whatever it may be, that you feel has put you in a better position to lead these guys to the playoffs this year and realize the goal for the staff and the roster that's been there all season?
Honestly, a hard one to answer. I try not to think about myself that much. I just try to pour into the group that we have. I'd say just like most players, when you have your second year in the league, second year as a head coach, game slows down a little bit for you. I know I have a lot of areas to grow and get better. Took advantage of the off season to get better. And obviously during the season, some of those things you thought about during the summer, you did well, and some of them didn't do so good. So constantly every day trying to find ways to get better, just like we push our guys. So hopefully we have a lot of basketball left, and then I'll turn a corner and really focus on what I really have to get a whole lot better at.
Last question, Megan Triplett.
Coach, the WNBA season tips off their 25th season tonight. How special is it to celebrate just the 25 years, and how great is it to see the NBA and the WNBA kind of come together and see so much recognition?
It's awesome. What an amazing 25 years. Wish it had been more. But it's awesome to know that tonight's the tip-off night and a weekend to celebrate. So many great memories, so many great players, teams. I vividly remember this summer watching, their bubble games and the classic finishes and the champions and just the celebrations, the joy and competition that's out there. So I've been to a number of WNBA games before as a fan, and just the energy that, the women play with and the high level of basketball, it's awesome. So it's absolutely something we have to celebrate and keep pushing. And 25 more and more years, it's great to know that the NBA and the WNBA are, so popular these days across the country and inspiring so many young women and young men, next generations, to know what basketball can do in their lives.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that was Coach Taylor Jenkins of the Memphis Grizzlies. Join us again. I got a special treat tonight. I'm going to save it for the night. Make sure you stay tuned. I will see y'all on the next one. That's the Memphis Grizzlies pregame. Please join us again later on tonight to catch that special surprise. Peace.
If you love the Out of Bounds Sports Podcast,